All right, so planning. What is great about planning? The first thing is if you're going to go into plan mode and you plan out a whole website and you tell Cursor to ask you questions, uh, you know, to make things clearer, as an example, it will come up with questions of things you did not think about, right? So that is impressive by itself. Those things you didn't thought of is the things that normally uh, bite you on the backside. So let's start off with a plan, and I think we can plan maybe a website. We played with the herbal one before, and I even have a couple of images for it, and we can plan that out. I'm going to just grab my prompt that I had previously. Remember the prompt that we created for website master prompt. Okay, I'm going to just grab that. I'm going to say copy on my hard drive. So go wherever you saved it, copy it, and I would say docs, and let's create something under docs, and let's call it master prompts. Why not? New folder. Because we do have a master prompt, for instance, for branding, and you can run that master prompt instead of an LLM. You can run it in your Cursor. But there's my master prompt, and all I'm going to do is basically paste, and I see there's not a paste in there really, but if you say Control V, it will paste it in there for you. There you have your master prompt. I can right click, open preview, and it will show it in a very nice looking format. Here's the stops we said, the critical things and so forth is in there. But I'm going to use the master prompt in a different way in planning. You can grab it and simply move it over there instead of having to copy it into a prompt. You just drag it in. So let's start, and I'm going to basically tell plan mode, this master prompt I've added in here is not to be executed by you. This master prompt is there as additional information on how we want to create this web page using vanilla JavaScript. We want to use Lucid fonts and so forth. So just go through this prompt, not to be executed, but as additional information. I'm going to go to Kimi because we did write a very nice branding file, or we got a very nice graphic file that we can use as input for that herbal brand that we were busy with. So let's just go here to where it gave us that. All right, there we have it. I'm just going to save this table CSV. I'm going to go back to my hard drive. I know you can't see what I'm doing here right now. I'm just grabbing the files that was in Kimi and so forth, and I want to add them now to our, and I'll just paste it here. I want to add that. I want to say, also see this table I've added. It is the full brand layout for the website we're going to plan. So everything about the brand, all those 28 questions we asked previously, it's all in there. All right, so this website is a website for a herbalist that mixes his herbal extracts in a way that is, let's say, and it's probably the mouth, the thing that is unique on a per person base. So it's not just things you buy from the shelves, it is mixed specifically for each different patient. So I'm just going to be giving context like crazy. Let me open up that file that we worked with previously. And there were quite a few things in here. And let me copy this. Is additional things. I'll just add it. Now, what you'll do normally with the branding part is do it properly, save it all in one big file, not all the small little files that I'm now just grabbing. This is really just for demonstration. So be much more detailed in your branding when you do your branding. But I'm going to just copy this file here. I'll just paste it in here. Oh, okay, it was text, so I'll need to create a new file. Brand. I'll just call it brand. I think it was an MD file, brand.md. Once I'm there, I'll just paste in everything that we talked about or what was talked about that I want out, because this is the ugliest icons I've seen in a long time. Right, so let me save it, file, save, and I'll even put that in here. And now I'll continue. So this customer, as you can see from the brand documents, really are there to help his patients. He's not there to say he can cure all, but he do say that he can most definitely give you a better life by looking at the food you eat, by introducing herbs so that you can be pain-free or work towards healing instead of just fixing up symptoms all of the time. So the main thing to use is icons, and the icons to use is Lucide icons instead of images. We will use images and make space for images for all the hero sections. Each page should have a hero section, and I will fill in the images there later on. I have one image that I'm adding now that you can use as the Euro image for the home page. Now I did create the image. So image, I go to my file system. I go to where I saved my images. Let me just view them big. Remember, your images should be, oh, this is big. I'll just call it Euro main. I just renamed that file so it's not as big as it's now. Copy. So on my hard drive, copy that. I'm going to go to Assets, create a new folder that says Web Images, and inside there I'll paste my image. Control V. All right, and there I have my image. You can see the image, and from there on I can just drag it once again into the prompt. And let's see how much time I have left, guys. All right, we're basically out of time. So we continue in the next video. I'll see you in the next one.